I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Whoa! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the hour of power. It is your boy Carcino for life, and we are back in a big way. Oh, we are back in a big way. Hit the like button. Oh my gosh. I am shocked right now. I'm stunned. I can't believe it. The people are waking up. Y'all are waking up. I've been waiting for y'all to wake up. It's about time y'all here. Let's go. I have been waiting for this day for a very long time. Oh, yes. They did our AP poll out in LA, and I am very happy. Oh, thank you guys for doing this. And this is nobody but the Lakers organization who are doing this behind the scenes. This is PR madness at its greatest. Laker fans have been saying they don't really want LeBron James to come back. The team is showing that they don't need LeBron James. And this is what they are saying. I like the guys that we got. I like the young pieces. Why are we going to go backwards? We've had LeBron all of these years, and we've been 500, fighting for the 8th seed, fighting for the 9th seed, fighting for the play-in. I'm sick of that. This is what the Laker fans are saying. I am sick of playing for the play-in. That's not what the Lakers do. And I'm like trying to get LeBron James fans to understand what is the difference between them and a Laker fan. LeBron legacy can't touch Lakers legacy. Do you understand that? You don't. This isn't Cleveland. This isn't Miami. They have no legacy. They have no legendary nothing. This is the Lakers. This is the very best there is. You're not bigger than the organization. You're not bigger than that logo. They got about 16 championships before you came through the door. You're not going to impress them by winning a bubble championship and an in-season cup. They don't care about that. They want parades. They are used to that. They out there with championship banners hanging up. They're not about this mediocre shit and glazing mediocrity. They don't do it. They don't do it. Real Laker fans don't do it. Only reason y'all think Laker fans are doing it now because these LeBronites, they're like these ticks that came and got infested in the Lakers organization, and they thinking they're repping the Lakers when they're not. They're just repping LeBron. And they got on Laker jerseys, and they're walking around, yeah, we can't wait till the king comes back. And it's like, karate chop him for me, please. And everybody's like, why would you want that back in your organization? You think Luka wants him back? You think they're all going around like, man, if we just had Bron, that is the missing piece. No, he's in the way. And this whole poll that was taken was done to show there's a PR method to slander LeBron. They put this poll, had these fans go in and vote on the poll about LeBron, and they were calling in to the station out there, and they were just letting have it. They were letting loose. They're saying that, like, why don't he just retire? You know, the team is better off right now. I like our pieces. We can win a championship like this. But it's different when he's not there before and we didn't have these guys. But now I like our young talent. I like the guys we got. I think we can win. Austin Reeves plays much better when LeBron's not playing. And I said, wow, they see that. And they said, man, I don't want to lose Austin Reeves. If LeBron comes back, Austin Reeves go down to like 10 points, 11 points. I don't need that. That's what this guy said. I don't need that. That doesn't help the team. And then he can't play defense anymore. Oh, one person just said, pack him up, son. Pack that boy up, son. Pack him all the way up, son. How did he get on the line? Hey, pack him all the way up, son. It's time for Bron to go. They got some New Yorker call in. Yo, pack him up, son. Pack him all the way up, son. He's got to go. Hey, I'm telling you, it has gotten crazy. I love that everybody's waking up to come to the same circle. I've been at this point 4 or 5 years ago. He has been, it's just like holding on to AD. Y'all would have still had AD on the team. Wondering why it don't work, and AD is in street clothes. Now he over there fat as hell in Dallas because he don't want to be there. What's up with Dallas? Well, everybody who go over there, they just eating doggone. They sit at Texas Steakhouse every damn day for breakfast. We got a book 12-ounce porterhouse for you for breakfast. Some mashed potatoes, corn. They having that for breakfast, but they go to shoot out. AD ain't missed a damn meal. That boy coming in there with a pot belly. Yeah, you look at Luka now. Now Luka done been in LA. They got him over there. They don't eat no food in LA anyway. They just eat grass and drink everything. Here, just drink this smoothie. What is this? It's nothing but green. It's the actual essence and dirt of a plant. Like, what is this? Plant urine. Plant urine. Plants can pee. Yeah, they pee. It's like, damn, plant root, plant pee, and a little plant doo-doo. Yeah, you get every corner on LA, they don't have a food spot ever in LA. You got to really travel. They got smoothie joints everywhere. Get your energy. Drink air. What? Yeah, you can get water out of the air. You just get a purifier machine and it makes air water. Man, I want to buy that. How much for a glass? $17. Here, coming right up. Yeah, it's air water. Now, look, taste this. It's good for you. Yeah, they package anything up. No, they got that. I'm not joking. They have that in Vegas and everything. They have oxygen lounges. They got a whole building, and all they do is stick tubes up their nose. Yeah, you're just breathing clean oxygen. Yeah, see, we got, which air did you want? You want this air or that air? I'm like, what is this liquid? Oh, no, it's oxygen. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So the Los Angeles Lakers have come to a precipice point when it comes to LeBron James. They have no choice but to deal with the reality of what they created now. The fans have spoken. They don't want him back. One fan said LeBron could come back to the team if he agrees to come off of the bench. If LeBron would agree to play for like 20 minutes a game, 25 minutes a night, come off the bench, help the team on the second unit, then yeah, LeBron could be a help to the team. But I don't want LeBron in the starting lineup. And him playing 39, 40 minutes, that's just going to cripple us. And he says it's going to take away from Austin Reeves' production. Austin Reeves won't be able to roam free anymore. He's going to be standing around just catching the ball, shooting it like he's Hachimura, just limited. And Austin needs to roam free. And he can't do that when he plays with LeBron. And he's right. LeBron is going to stagnate Austin Reeves. Hell, Shaquille O'Neal even said it. Shaq even watched the game. He knows how LeBron plays. He even said the same damn thing I'm saying. Man, if LeBron come back, it's gonna hurt Austin Reeves' game. Exactly. It's gonna hurt his game. See, Luka makes players better. LeBron makes them worse. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. And Outlaw, what do you think about Laundry Shamit? People that fell for Laundry Shamit. This dude was washed out the league like laundry, washed up. Now they acting like he the greatest thing since sliced bread. OG and your guy, Jalen Brunson, didn't even play, and they put up 140 points. And they look good without them two. Now that's over $300 million right there of your team's salary didn't play with two players. $300 million. $300 million. And look where it went. Down the drain. Well, LeBron James knows what I know. So let's get this into perspective, please. Here's the thing, LeBron. You talking to me now. Oh, no. Outlaw, see, that's where we're different. I don't count that game. Why do you think I didn't even cover that game? The reason I didn't cover that game because it's one of those tournament games. That's one of them arcade games where everybody's just scoring points for whatever thing is supposed to increase your chances of winning the cup. I don't care about that crap. That's garbage to me. So I don't even look at those things. They always have one player to come up and do some crazy stuff just out of nowhere, like Laundry Shamit. But in reality, we all know what it is. That's not sustainable to win. So I'm not taking any solace into that crap anyway. Right. It's NBA Jam. That's the perfect example of what it is. So if anybody looking at the tournament and thinking like, this is real, and you really lost your mind. There ain't no hope for you. Yeah, no Tyler Hero, no Bam. Well, you got to understand, that was an NBA Cup game, so it's like bets are off. Whatever's normal is not going to happen on that night. So you just don't even count those. That's why I hate when those games come around. I try not to even bet on them. Oh, I hit real good yesterday, though. Hey, what's up, Brown? Can't wait for LaParlay and his Brian Maddox to He said to board the Mayflower and set sail for the next franchise. They will terrorize. But get that. I want that Mayflower to roll right over into the Bermuda Triangle. Never be heard of again. We don't need no more LeBron, no more James. We don't need any more. We don't need anything sounding like it, playing like it, wanting to be like it. Get it out of here ASAP. ASAP Rocket. No, because once you get through the entire situation, you will understand the dynamics. In other words, the dynamics are clear. The fans don't want LeBron. Like the one fan, he made sense. He said LeBron should come off the bench and agree to play like 25 minutes a night, and that would help the second unit, and the young players can grow. He don't have to play all these crazy minutes anymore. Right. You got to understand, LeBron James' productivity is down. And LeBron James' productivity is down, meaning minutes per, when you got minutes per, yeah, well, it's the minutes per, because when you start talking about when you want to talk about minutes per, LeBron James' points do not equate to winning games. His points are not impacting the results of the game. His steals, his rebounding, his assists have no longer been having anything to do with winning and losing games. LeBron would score 26 points, and his 26 points used to matter. Like his points would equate the win and loss of a game. Now he has no impact on the game. He's getting garbage points. He's getting them early in the game. It doesn't really impact the game. He's not impact scoring. He doesn't have that effect on the game anymore. And he's got to spend 30 plus minutes just to get 24, 25 points. He's got to spend like 40 minutes on the court, and it's ridiculous because the guy against him is scoring. He's not protecting the backdoor cuts. His defense is terrible. So he's hurting the Lakers on every possession. They got to play 4-on-5. I mean, they lost to OKC. They're going to always lose to a team that has athletic guards. And if you got a team like them where they got 5 guys that are athletic that could move around, it could be a G League team. They're going to give the Lakers problems because Luka plays slow, and it takes him a while, and you can, wear him out, but it takes him a while to get cooking. And if you got athletic guards that could make him work, it tires him out. And then everybody else has got to try to fill in some slack, but they don't have the ability to get by anyone. They don't have anybody on their team that could go one-on-one, cross you, and get by you. They don't have that. So they haven't had that in, I don't know, forever. They need pick and rolls. And because you got like 3 white guys out there on the court, they can't get by anybody. So they're going to need a pick. So it's pick and roll basketball, pick and roll basketball, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. Where OKC, Shea can get by you with a pick or without a pick. So you're going to have a problem there. Somebody's got to come double. Luka can't guard Shea. So what do we have? Problems. Luka doesn't have any D, but his points, his assists, his rebounding, his steals, all the stuff he does impacts winning and losing. He makes everyone else's game better. LeBron James does not. He stagnates, and that is the difference. Austin Reed plays better with Luka Doncic than he does with LeBron James. Marcus Smart plays better. Sam Vincent, not Sam Vincent, but what's his name? Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent, he was on his way to being traded. Then all of a sudden he plays with Luka and he's reborn. It's all about being able to get the best out of players because of the style of play. LeBron likes to play one style of basketball. He's not as an efficient passer as people think. He wants you to stand still and just wait while he does his thing. He doesn't like a lot of movement. Luka is fundamentally better than LeBron James. I've been saying it since the second year, and everybody came down on me for it, but it's the actual truth. LeBron James is not better than Luka Doncic, and it was clear from his second year. And Luka was about 18, 19 coming into the league because he'd been playing against adults, but he was taught a fundamental game. LeBron James never had any structure. You went to college? Nah, couldn't play for them. Look at his coaches besides Paul Silas after his first coach. Every coach he has played for had 0 to no head coach experience whatsoever. So after Paul Silas, right, they bring in Mike Brown to be his coach. Mike Brown's first time head coaching, right, at the pro level. So after Mike Brown, he had Mike Brown his whole time since Paul Silas, right? So that's his first year coach. Then he leaves there and go to the Dallas Mavericks. Well, he didn't go to Dallas, right? He went to the Miami Heat, who has basically not a first-time coach, but pretty much new and works behind Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, and tried to get Spo fired and wanted Pat Riley to come down and get back on the bench. He wanted to fire Spo and get him fired. And Pat Riley told them to get the hell out of his office. Like, you guys are the players. You guys are paid to play basketball. I decide who would hire a coach and whatever. Coach is doing everything right. Y'all just not executing. That's on y'all. Y'all got to figure y'all's it out. It ain't him. Because why? Pat Riley can dictate what he wants to Eric Spoelstra, and they're going to run what he thinks they should run. That's just how it's always been. Now, he had no control there. So he had to deal with Spo every year he was a player. Mike Brown gets hired again by Cleveland. And he got to get fired almost immediately because LeBron is now coming back to Cleveland. And so he can't play with Mike Brown again. So they had to fire Mike Brown, say, I'm sorry. We got to let you go. LeBron's coming back. So they couldn't afford to get another coach because they already got to play Mike Brown. So they had to get somebody to do it for the low. So here comes Blatt, a guy that's not from this country. And they got Blatt in there teaching LeBron and coaching the team. After going to the NBA Finals, the very next year, they're the number one team in the East. And Blatt is fired, and Ty Lue is the man for the job. So Ty Lue gets the call. Blatt is out. Ty Lue is in. And Ty Lue, they go to the finals and they win a championship. Another first-year coach. Blatt, another first-year coach. Mike Brown, first-year coach. So now he's with Ty Lue all the rest of his years there. He goes to the Lakers. Luke Walton is his coach. Comes in with Luke Walton. Luke. Then Luke Walton is the problem. We got to fire Luke Walton. And then right away, you get him. And then who was the coach after that? First year head coach. Luke Walton just came in there. Ended up getting him fired. Who was the other coach they had in there? Fogel. Yeah. So now Fogel comes in. You get him in there. And then you get Fogel fired. Then they get Darvin Ham, another first-time head coach. And it's like it's a circle of nobody taking accountability. Now he's out. Now we get a guy who has never coached at college, high school, or even grammar school. He coached on the side on a small fifth grade basketball team. That's his credibility. That's what he brought in on the application to just narrow it down for the nepotism. Let's nail the nepotism down to 1,000. Let's go ahead and make this even worse. We're going to pad these stats to the ceiling. So everybody can see now where the interest is really coming from, where the real problems are setting in at. And it's sad because it never had to be this way. 100% didn't have to be this way. And now everybody in the circle get to see how bad it is. It's embarrassing. It really is. It is totally embarrassing. And the reason that it's embarrassing is because the people around and protecting everybody, they keep making the same mistakes. And it's like, wow, this is what we're doing now. I would always say that, because when you start trying to reach an audience and you're trying to do the very best that you can do, you start to see who's really pulling for you and who's not. There are so many people in the game. So that when you see people in the game and they're screwing up, basically, They have no idea. They have no concerns. You think they're concerned about the outlook of things or what it's supposed to look like? What it's supposed to look like? Exactly. Tell them, Sino. They don't care about that outlook. Oh, it's some fans that want LeBron. The majority of them want them out. They want them out. Now, before the pandemic, I used to see all the Lakers practices. Oh, yeah. You remember I had that footage because we had guys that was out there covering the Lakers. So before the pandemic, they had guys in there, that was covering the Lakers and everything. So I got to see things you guys didn't know. I was getting sent photos and videos and stuff happening. Now, a lot of things are not as open as it used to be. So everybody is kind of broken up into groups, but the same thing is still going on. So when I'm hearing people saying, like, when I told y'all before about AD and what was happening with AD and why he was cool with Dennis Schroeder and he wasn't really cool with Bron because he was aware moves was being made to try to get him off the team. The same thing that was happening with Westbrook. So as you see, LeBron was in that practice with the team, trying to get familiar with guys, running their sets. Right, because when you're sports media, whether it's NBA, it's whatever, I had credential and passes, but I didn't have NBA credentials. You have to go fill out for things like that. Now, the majority of these people who come up with all of this, a lot of these people are confused because all they know is LeBron. So when LeBron retires, they know they're going to be gone. And this guy would know about LeBron's jock strap, don't he? You see how he went there? Nobody mentioned a jock strap at all. Never was on anybody's mind. He said LeBron James jockstrap has more NBA final appearances than most players with 15-year careers. And is that supposed to be good? We never used to glaze the losers. You realize that, right? Losers never got glazed until LeBron started coming around losing. Then it was okay to be a loser. Then we got participation trophies and stuff. It's like, when did we start glazing losing? Yeah. So as you can see from the practices, they were a lot harder back then. But even then, the practices were limited. But they were open to the public. And look at your boy. Look how young Sino was getting it in. So let's see what else happens. LeBron grabs Danny Green. Plays happening there. Turnover. Bron gets the ball. Cheap 2 points. So what else did the work? He gets the 2 points. Now let's see what happens. He's back on defense right away after a sprint dunk. Okay, Danny Green gets the ball. He tosses it in. Let's watch LeBron. What does he do? He stands there. Danny Green is his man, right? Danny Green is the guy he's supposed to be guarding. Am I correct?
Correct, Cino.
Okay, let's see if I can get this back up to point here. Okay, there it is. There's the Bron dunk. Now, coming back down the court, let's see it. Danny Green is the guy he's guarding. We already had that assessed. LeBron's guarding Danny Green. There's a cut through. The pass is gone. Danny Green is here. LeBron is with Danny Green, right? There's a rub through. Rondo goes around the screen. LeBron is supposed to be guarding Danny Green in this situation. The shooter has the ball wide open as on dope Pope is trying to work around the pick. LeBron James, I guess he decides he's guarding Dwight Howard on the mix-up, and there's a switch. No switch was called. Pope is just off for the play. No one's guarding Cook. Dwight Howard was already being guarded by number 7. Who blew the assignment here? Who blew the assignment? And the results is an open jump shot for Cook, who nails the shot. And old man Bron's just sitting there tired.
Exactly. So, as you can see, this is why people don't want him there. And they always say, I don't have any, nobody knows Cino don't know anything. But then Cino keeps providing things that no one else is providing you. So my thing is, at some point, when is Cino going to get his credit? God damn. I've seen the practices. So I see what they've been doing and what they've been working on when they do have a practice. And the practice is not long, it's not as hard, and definitely today's time, they hardly ever practice. Everybody practice in little small groups. They hang out in their friends. And LeBron hangs out with Hachimura, and he used to be AD. He would talk to AD, but AD's not there now. So Luka don't even hang with LeBron like that. It'll be Bronny, Hachimura, and LeBron. They'll be in a huddle talking. Austin Reeves might come over there for a little bit, but then he don't really hang with them either. Luka don't really hang with them. Luka mostly hangs with Kleber, Maxi Kleber, and another guy on the team that he likes, that he was cool with, is on the team. I forgot who that is. Last year was Finney Jr. Finney Jr. was the guy, and Austin Reeves and and Luka hang out a lot. As far as bonding, because those two need to bond. So I'm seeing a bond really with Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic more than I'm seeing a bond with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, because it seems like LeBron is intimidated with the fact that Luka Doncic now has the team. And everybody knows that it's time, the writing's on the wall. Everybody wants Bron gone. That's it. Now the Laker fans are okay with it because they got Luka. And I told you this was going to happen. They're going to phase this guy out. And even Steph Curry knows it. That's why Steph said, look, I'm going to be out here in 3-4 years because I'm not going to wait for them to push me out the door. I'm not going to have, I don't want to go through that, what the NBA's done when they're pushing you out the door. I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave before that happens. That makes sense. You're going to want to leave before they push you out the door, like they trying to push Clay out. They pushing They pushing what's his name out the door now, meaning they pushing LeBron out. It's like it's over. It's like a complete wrap. No. I mean, LeBron podcasting, don't he got mind the game? I mean, that's the thing now. Everybody lies so much that there is no reality to the situation whatsoever. Shouts out to my boy. Welcome to HDII TV. He's doing his thing. He grinding the way he do. No, because when you have a situation where people see you as, they see you as a person of great promise, they treat you different. Oh no, nobody's seeing it like nobody is taking that initial. No one's taking that initial route. No, LeBron James is controlling the whole atmosphere because he brought JJ Redick here. They hired JJ Redick based off LeBron James' recommendation. They used the mind the game to try to make it make sense that they were going to hire a guy who had no coaching experience whatsoever to make it say, oh, look, he's knowledgeable about the game. This is just like Steve Nash when he took over the Nets. You heard what the Minnesota Timberwolves coach said about JJ Redick and how he was outcoached by the Minnesota Timberwolves coach. And he was like, one of them coach for the Lakers. He's like, don't they got a podcast now or something? Like, don't they, one of them coach for the Lakers? Podcasters being head coaches in the league, they think it's a joke. Mm-hmm. Some people don't want to be helped, bro. That's another reality. You got to understand, some people don't want the truth. Some people don't like reality. You try to tell them, it's like you tell somebody the truth and they tell them the sunshine. They be, what you tell me that for, man? I want to see for myself. It's just like if somebody else tell them to them, they go, oh man, oh, the sun's shining outside. All right, man, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. It's all about who the messenger is. If I said LeBron James needed to go, you already know how I feel about LeBron James being on the Lakers. He should have been gone 4 years ago. You see, most of these people want to be stars. You know what I'm saying? They want to get to a position where they're celebrities. I don't want to be a celebrity if I have to do the type of things that they do. That's not my idea of celebrity. That's not my idea of getting things done the right way.
Off of one fast break.
You want to see that practice again? Show us some of that practice footage. Okay. Yeah, some of the Lakers practice footage. Yeah, see, before the pandemic, there were many different elements that you saw you didn't see. The way they would stage things. The way they had people that was balling out, that were actually taking things to a new level. Trying to build. And it's like LeBron has no desire whatsoever to even focus on a future. What he's focused on is bending reality to his liking. That's his main concern. Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. This is back when they actually had a devastating team because you had size, you had all these players in position. Now all these guys are gone. You got Rondo on the team. You had all of these guys that could play and defenders. Now you have none of these things. You have a bunch of shooters, slow guys and shooters. Well, oh no. No. See, that's where you're wrong. LeBron James' involvement in this situation is huge because ever since LeBron has gotten there, what is the Lakers' success calling has been? It has been null and void. Null and void. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we can look at the Lakers' past seasons and all of those things, right? I believe we can. I believe we can. Can we? Can we? Now, let's take a look at this. All in together now. This is the Lakers' history, right? Let's take a look at the Lakers' history as we move up to the LeBron era. In 2013, they lost in the first round to Mike Brown. Going for the three-peat, they lost in the second round. Then the next year, they lost in the second round when Phil Jackson retired and Mike Brown came in, I guess, as the coach. And they won 41-45 games. Kobe came in, and then the down years came, the Kobe injury years, where they were winning 17, 21, 27, 26 games. Right? Then LeBron comes along in 2018. So in 2018, LeBron is here to save the day. The Lakers go 37-45. They don't make the playoffs in LeBron's first year with the Lakers. Was it this year? No, because he came in 2018, 2019. So 2018, 2019, that happens. The next year, they win 52 games, right? 52-19, and they talking about won the finals. There was no finals. The pandemic hit, bubble championship. They just give to the Lakers because they had the 52. There's always going to be an asterisk for that. The very next year, they lost in the first round, winning 10 games less with 42-30. Horrible record to make the playoffs. Losing the first round. Right? So the very next year with LeBron, 33-49. 33 wins, and they don't even make the playoffs. No play-in, no nothing. And you have 4 of the NBA top 75 players. You have Dwight Howard. You have LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Russell Westbrook all on the same team, and that team don't make the playoffs. Then comes 43 wins and 39 losses. 43-39, geez, that's even horrible. More worse than that. And they went to the Western Conference Finals with a record that shouldn't even been in the playoffs. But that was the first year with Darvin Ham. Vogel was out. Then the next year with Darvin Ham, they improved to 47-35, right? And they lose in the first round of the playoffs to the same team, basically the same results almost. They won 1 game that time, right? So the next year, they win 50 games, 50-32. The most games they've won since that bubble championship year, right? Before the season was called. They actually won 50 games. fraudulently, but they did it. And what happened? They lose in the first round of the playoffs, same results as the year before, with a new coach, JJ Redneck. So now this year they start off 10-4. Trade has been made. Luka Doncic is in there now, and it's a whole new team. They were on their way to a play-in situation for that happen. So as you can see, LeBron James' Laker tenure has not been great. So it's not me hating on him. It's just me pointing out the facts of reality that LeBron James no longer dictates winning and losing. His points does not move the needle. In other words, it's stagnant. The fans want him out. I'm agreeing with the fans. And I think the people have just had enough. The shenanigans are enough. They are ready for him to go. Mm-hmm. Word to Uncle Irv. When he returns, it's all over. Everybody knows it. When LeBron returns, it's going to ruin players like Austin Reeves. Yeah, Dreamers Pro did something on it. Hold on. Let me show you what Dreamers Pro said. Mm-hmm. Now, shouts out to Dreamers Pro, a real pro in this game. Um, let's talk about best intentions. Shaquille O'Neal just gave his best intentions, right? Now, he gave his best intentions. Yep, he gave his best intentions, right? To everything involved. Everything that's laid out. Now, here's the thing about best intentions. Shaquille O'Neal was out, hurt his toe, was missing all this time because he was overweight. Kobe Bryant comes in and starts scoring 40, 50 a night. Had a run of 40-point games. He said Jeremy Lin because he didn't want to say what happened with him. It was reminding him of when Kobe Bryant did it. When LeBron was out, when Shaq was out. Then when Shaq came back, he wanted the offense to revert back to the way that they were playing before he got hurt. And the rest of the team and Kobe like, no, big boy, we rolling right now. We winning games. I'm putting up 40 a night. The fans are loving it. Everybody's getting to eat. The ball is spreading around. Guys are moving, and they're happy because all these other guys are in contract years. They're trying to get money too. So it wasn't just Kobe scoring 40 and they just watching Kobe. They were scoring too. When Shaq get the ball and you play Shaq way, everybody's standing around watching Shaq. Then dunk the ball. It's just, and you're killing everybody's game. Can't nobody eat like this. So because Shaq plays pretty much a ball-dominant game, just like LeBron, everybody's just standing around watching. And if he feel like I can't make a dunk from here, here's the ball, I'm going to kick it back to you. You just got to catch and shoot. Your percentage numbers get lower. Other teams don't think you're valuable as much, so they offer you something small, and you got to take it because it's the only offer on the table. And you know you're better than what the hell they gave you an opportunity to play. So no, Kobe had to do what he did for his career and for the team. He had to stand up to Shaq and said, no, we're not going back to that. And he's like, we went back to it. Shaq was not going to be 100% for a while. And it's like, what are we supposed to do? We supposed to keep losing games? Playing this way? He's not 100%. He's not effective. And if Shaq can't bully you and dunk the basketball, he's ineffective. He has no moves. He don't have a basketball move. He ain't got a baby hook, left hand, right hand, runners. Shaq had none of that. No jump shot. Couldn't hit free throws. And y'all talking about why Shaq ain't in the top 10? That's why him and LeBron's game is very similar, Shaq. Keep LeBron James away from the GOAT conversation. You can never have lost your confidence on a basketball court. And they sat me right down on a live interview with LeBron James. It's going to be the livest, most broke internet in the history of mankind. That 5 minutes is going to be incredible because that's how long. Look up.
Top 50 in your opinion?
No, he's not.
100.
Not even top 100.
I cannot put him over anybody. You can name a whole 1990s rosters. He's Sean Kemp. That is exactly who LeBron is. He's Sean Kemp. And he never had a post game. He never even took time to learn that. So they removed the post guy out. There's no more power forwards. No more. Like, what happened to the power forwards? Well, LeBron don't have a post game, so we don't need him anymore. In LeBron's entire career, he's never guarded the best players on the court. Never. Not even early in his career. He would always guard the weakest player in the league. When they played in the finals against Dallas, he's guarding Jason Kidd, who's 40. I'm like, you've just been getting by with your athleticism. They start to change the rules for you because you can't get by anybody anymore. All you do is offensive foul people now and take 5 steps to the basket. You can't play off the ball. That means you can't play basketball. Whatever the play is, he blows it up immediately. He gets the ball and runs out to the 3.5 court line, gets a running start, and comes back in. I'm like, why is he leaving the paint? Everything they taught you about basketball goes out the window when you playing him. Don't lower the shoulder. That's exactly what he gonna do. He gonna lower his shoulder. He be almost halfway over driving Steph Curry into the ground. He play a 4 out. That's the only play he runs on offense, a 4 out. Or he'll call a high pick and roll. Guy come over and get a pick so he can get a little point guard on him. Okay, that's good. I can get by him. And he's like, I'm the GOAT now. I think I'm up there with Jordan. I'm like, where? In what? Checkers, chess, video game, Madden, NBA 2K, what? Definitely not basketball.
Now, watch this. Now, let that sink in. Oh, man. They took the sound out. They took the sound away. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Wow, they took the sound out. Go ahead, Brian. Brian playing dirty. Oh, you want to play? Okay. Oh, you want to play? Okay, Brian. You want to play? Well, let's play. I wasn't even doing this. This was not what I was going to do. This was not in my intentions whatsoever, Brian. But since you want to do it, let's do it then. You the one is in trouble because you the one brought your punk ass son into here, embarrassing the damn league. This you. So you want to take the sound out the video. You think you did something by taking the sound out, trying to knock people off the live stream? They trying to knock y'all off the live stream by knocking the sound out. He doing every dirty trick in the book. All that's going to do is make me mad. And when you make me mad, things like this happen. Run it back.
And go Michael Jordan. I started playing the game because of Michael Jordan. So for me, from Chicago, where I grew up, I made it out the hood because I seen a dude Number 23 played a game of basketball at a level that I was like, I just want to do some of that. So when people ask me why I picked Michael Jordan over LeBron James, it's not hate, it's experience. I played with LeBron. I saw everything up close, and I can tell you, he doesn't compare to Mike, not even close. I remember that too. When I was inducted Hall of Fame, the whole team was there, except him. When he left Miami for Cleveland, he didn't even call, no text, nothing. That's the kind of person he is. All business when it benefits him, gone when it doesn't. And on the court, man, 2011 still stings. We had a super team, me, LeBron, Chris, and we lost to Dirk Nowitzki in a one-man army. LeBron got locked down by a guy barely 6 feet tall and finished with 8 points. 8. That's not what a so-called GOAT does. During our back-to-back championships, the moment we had a comfortable lead, I barely touched the ball again because he needed to pad his stats. Michael Jordan owned his era. Tim Duncan owned his. Kobe owned his. But LeBron, his era was ruled by Stephen Curry. Think about that. The supposed king couldn't even keep his throne. That's the difference between being great and being the greatest.
Now, that was the truest thing ever said. I don't care if that was AI or Allen Iverson. It was, the thing is, it was true. Every word of it was true. Do you understand what I'm talking about? That is factual. You cannot be the king, bum. We weren't even going to expose you like that. Don't get mad at me because the Laker fans want your ass out because they already see the team is playing way better and everybody is scoring and they playing defense. They're all happy to play with each other. There's no drama on the team. The only drama is with your punk ass son that you put on the team. And I'm sorry, Bronny, I got to do this, but since this clown wanted to mess with the audio, now I'm going to mess with him. You need to be worried about the feds. Now that they got that phone, when they saw you over there popping them damn pills and I got you on tape. We got you on tape, nigga. We got you on tape, nigga. Seen you on tape, nigga. Got you on tape, fool. Popping pills on the sideline. And they got that dude phone. And they asked for your business manager phone. When I told y'all what they was looking at, now, y'all finna see it on my page. It's on my Patreon, but since he want to piss me off and want to go mess with my audio, now we finna go there. See, I tried to be nice and keep it all on subject, but since he want to play, I got to show him who he playing with. It's only right. Yeah, he can face wire fraud charges when this thing is over. We don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, they know.
He gonna keep playing with me, and I'm gonna do this. Do you want me to do this, LeBron? I don't think you do. Let's keep this thing cordial, because we gonna go beyond Delonte West and go to the other guys. Do you want us to do that? Do you want us to do that? Do you want to go down your mama's path? Do you want us to do that? You want to go down this road, LeBron? I don't think you do. Think you want to press the brakes? Delonte West wasn't the first. And you know that now, don't you? Yeah, the Patreon is hot right now, y'all. Patreon is on fire. Show y'all another little sample. That's Joy Taylor. What is going on with Joy Taylor, boy? She is out here. Man, I'll tell you, she going through a thing. She having a midlife crisis. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's all finna go. It's all finna go in a way that I love. The Lakers are just not finding out about it. They trying to pull the plug. No, we do want them back. Y'all don't want them back at all. That's why y'all put that little poll out there. Do the Lakers want LeBron James back? Hell, you know what? Since we here, hell, we can do our own poll. We gonna poll. We gonna poll. Should LeBron retire? Okay, bro, since you want to play, let's play. Let's do it your way. Since this is what you want to do, let's do it your way. Should LeBron retire? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because the whole narratives haven't changed. Oh, these narratives are never going to change, homie. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. They want all the people to forget about it. No, they don't want anyone knowing about all of the information that's going on right now, all of this, the distractions and what's going on around the world, because Yeah. When people start getting hit with federal subpoenas, then you start paying attention. Now, when they go into NBA and everything else, they're not worried about everyone else because those people reported to the FBI already. That's the manipulation of Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, when he did his thing. Yeah, well, you know, yeah, well, people are going to continuously make that mistake until they can find something else to back that up with. As you can see, everybody wants LeBron James out of the way. So people say, I can't afford your Patreon. On the Patreon is literally, we tell you how you can make money on the Patreon. We tell you how to go to different places that are paying you money. They paying you for surveys. We do all the research and gave you all the information so you can make the money. It pays for the damn Patreon. So it ain't even coming out your pocket. People say they can't afford something before they even see it. And it's like, dude, you know they got free membership. There's stuff over there for free. It just shows you how your psychological mind works. But you'll spend all day spending over that on bullshit in one day. All right. Now, I'm going to show y'all and introduce y'all to my Patreon. And we finna get real civilized. Here's what I couldn't tell you about LeBron and the gambling.
Word to Big Bird. Word to Big Bird.
Here's what I couldn't tell y'all.
This is it.
This is it, y'all. This is what I couldn't tell you about. Now,
all these people who were creating narratives.
This came out before the LeBron news. That's where you're wrong, buddy. We got live streams on Patreon as well, sir. When we go live, people do come up there. So now let's look at the poll. 89% said LeBron James should retire. 89% said LeBron should retire. Well, let's look at this. And this is me giving y'all some free Patreon game that did not exist. We don't understand these scenarios, these situations that come into play that don't make a lot of sense. And the scenario is this. A lot of you are unaware as to what's going on in this case. And here's the thing that I didn't want to tell you right now, what was going on at the said time. But when you start looking at what happened here, LeBron James had some questioning things. The feds have not named him because they are looking at all the tapes and matching that up with the game. And they're using all of these tactics, all of these different scenarios. They're making sure they're going to do this the way it is. And the way LeBron James is getting these turnovers, some of them are like, what? It looked like point shaving. A lot of them throughout. This is just all last season. This is all last season. Remember how the Bulls came back and won right here? Kobe White hit the three, bang, and he gave them the ball. So it doesn't look like he's even trying. Look at that. Are you kidding me? A lot of these turnovers are very questionable, as if he's shaving or trying to basically shave points. But it's like, why? He's got a buku amount of money. Why would he even engage in something like this? And I'm quite sure they want Adam Silver to explain this. This is a compilation of last year from all these turnovers he was doing. And most of it was like, it's not even like he's trying. Like he's nonchalantly turning over the ball. Look at that. Lack of effort, whatever you could say, it's age. Look at that. It's just, it's at a point now where it's gotten ridiculous. And you want this guy around, and because of it, the people now understand the dilemma that they're now in. So what the federal government wants to do is they want to go and review all of this. This is going back not just last year. I'm just showing you last year. This has been going on for a very long time. Okay? A very long time. And no one seems to understand that because of this process, of this going this way for a very long time, all of the parties that are involved are just looking at this like, whoa, we have a real situation here, and I don't know how we're going to fix it. Because this was the face of your league, and this is going back to Cleveland, the second tier in Cleveland. What if they go back to Miami? This is years and years, like 10 years of fraud. So now, if that's the case, Adam Silver would have to resign from his position. The league would probably, they still continue, but they would not be able to sports gamble for a period of time. They would have to pay a massive fine. Now you're going to have civil lawsuits of people saying, hey, I was defrauded of money. If I gambled from this, so you're going to have civil lawsuits from everywhere coming through. It would crush the NBA. It would crush the NBA. This is the NBA that couldn't survive during COVID. I mean, literally broke down during COVID. There was nothing they could do. So when the COVID hit, the league shut down and almost went bankrupt. It needed the ad revenue to do it. And then you have Ramon James doing what he's doing out here, flopping and whatever you want to call it. And because of it, this has created a mess that no one has escaped. Now, of course, all of the evidence is there. And believe me, it's just from last year. What you're seeing just last year is shady. So what you're seeing just last year is enough to lock up the Pope. Everything's in question. So when you're talking about Malik Beasley, look at LeBron James.
Where the hell he going? He doubled. Look. The hell is that?
It's like he's not even trying half the time.
Yep.
Either he's trying to keep the score close or he's trying to get a team back into the game. That's what it looks like.
Yep. That's what it appears. And this is what I'm talking about. And you're seeing it in live action. And this is what I was telling people what the feds was looking at. And everybody called me a liar, as they always do. But then when everything come out, everybody get quiet. So no, I'm going to beat it on my chest like I was King Kong. I'm a boss, a leader, a dawn. Now, look, I told you. Well, the gravity of the situation is clear. The Lakers are who we thought they were. They're a very inferior team when LeBron James out there. They're very easy to defend. That's 4 guys on the court. You got Laravia, Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron. No one's afraid of that team because they can't defend. And now your defenders are all on the bench, and they're going to be playing, 28 minutes? Oh, well. No, he practiced because the team was on the road. He practiced with the G League team. He was never going to play in a G League game. Come on. If you thought LeBron's going to play in the G League, you got to be crazy. No, he was assigned to the G League. It brought attention to the G League. But no, that was so he can get his practices in and run with some of the guys so he can try to get in shape for the game, so he can go in and play. LeBron just wanted to have as shortened season as possible to come back in December, create some injury. He's getting $51 million. It's his last big contract in the NBA. Now he'll be getting veteran deals, if anything, a 1-year veteran deal. And that's that. Everybody keeps saying, man, LeBron will whoop your ass in a fight. I don't know. I don't know. Physically, right now, I think he probably could. But shoot, me in my prime, no. I would have folded LeBron. Folded him. I would have folded him in my prime. He'd have been easy. I know a guy that is, when a guy is afraid, a guy who don't like physical contact. And that's a mental thing. Physically, LeBron could spin me around on his finger, but it's the mental aspect. I'm mentally stronger than LeBron James. He would probably be trying to get out of that fight more than being in it. He wouldn't want to have nothing to do with it. He would be trying to defend and then not get hit rather than trying to hit. And when I hit, the pain is coming. And, you know, some people can deal with the fire and some people can't. But in my day, I'd have folded him up real easy. Dude, I beat my entire neighborhood in wrestling. Do you know how hard that is to beat a neighborhood in wrestling? That means every block, my block, the next one, the only guy that could stand toe-to-toe with me because he was older was Ryan. Ryan was strong, and I knew how to deal with him. But Kenneth and them was easy. It was Kenneth and Ryan, but Kenneth I could deal with. Kenneth was older, and so was Ryan. But I could deal with them. They was about 2 years older than us. But I knew how to deal with Kenneth. Kenneth was slower. I'm more athletic and reflexes and strength. So I was the triple threat. I was fast, quick reaction times, and I'm strong. You can't do nothing with that. Basically, I set traps for people when you want to wrestle. I was like, you want to wrestle me? All right, cool. Most of these people who want to wrestle you don't have experience with wrestling or basically fighting. They want to land a punch. All fights normally end up leading to you getting to the ground in wrestling. So if you don't know how to wrestle, you're going to be in trouble. So I know how to be comfortable and not panic and control my breathing. Most people who get into a fight, they don't know how to control their breathing. Most of them hold their breath while they fight. Then their breathing is off. So they can't control it. You know, they breathing heavy because of the activity. And they think they winning when they're actually losing. I'm waiting for them to gas out. I'm waiting for the openings because they're like, okay, we got him. And I'm listening to it. I can feel them breathing heavy. So I already know it's only a matter of time. So I just breathe in my nose. I'm just lowering my breath, keeping my heart rate down, by controlling my breathing. All while they think they're doing something. They're like, I got him in a headlock. I got him. Because I know what's going to happen. Sometimes I used to give them my head so they wouldn't get my neck. They'll try to grab my head and they go for the headlock. And that's a trap. Because I know how to pop out and then I got their whole back exposed. And I could do whatever. Arm bar, back, rear neck choke. I could do any move I want. Because I studied wrestling. So by me studying wrestling and doing wrestling every single day, I was the biggest wrestling fan, watching WWE, watching everything. Dude, I knew every movie. I used to move. I used to watch Japan wrestling. I knew how to do the ankle tolo. I can grab your ankle and get you locked down and do a UFC type of turn. Dude, I was around for UFC 1. Okay, Pride Championship Bushido fights. Me. So when I was taking up this art, dog, I was definitely dangerous. It was no joke. I was a very dangerous human being. So I try to not get in a fight. I told you, I've been in like maybe 3 that I can remember that it was the intentions of fighting.
Most of it was grammar school. Like one was in grammar school and the others as an adult. That was like, because normally I don't fight. Like either like you get in a situation where it's gonna be 30 on 1, you get the hell out of there. You don't stick around to fight. You ain't never hear me tell you some damn story about me beating up 30 dudes. I'll be like, dude, the neighborhood came in, they all ran, we got out of there. They're like, dude, all your story, you taking off. I'll be like, what the hell? The fight ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't finna get beat up for no reason. We in somebody else's neighborhood, man. I ain't finna, hell no. They just finna beat up the crowd. Back then, you got beat up for where you was at. No, that happened to my boy in New York. He kept talking that I'm from Chicago, and he was in like one of the hardest. He was in like the 40 projects. He was in the 40 buildings. He was in some place called Martin Luther King building, MLK building, and then it was another building right up the Thompson building. And for some reason, he got involved. He don't know how to just be quiet, go somewhere, blend in. He want to go there and just take over and like impose his will or something. I don't know if anybody from New York is in here, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. I don't know y'all buildings like that by names. I heard of the 40 projects, but yeah, he was over there where all the hell broke loose. LeBron is going to play November 25th versus the Clippers. He says a lot of buildings. Well, anyway, he was in the 40 projects, whatever that is. He was in the 40 project buildings somewhere by Martin Luther King and Thompson's or something. And he was over there. Anyway, he said that's South Jamaica. He said that's Southside Jamaica, Queens. Wherever he was at. It might not be 40 projects. I think he was in Fort Greene projects. It might have been Fort Greene. Might have been over in that area. But I know it was Martin Luther King building. It was Martin Luther King. It was like Martin Luther King building, MLK building, and then like Thompson or something. So wherever that was. Oh yeah, I remember I beat a black belt. That was funny. He was telling everybody he's a black belt. He was like, good. You can use that to hold your pants up. Because you almost shit on yourself, son, when I kicked you in your goddamn solar flare. Yeah, so Fort Greene project buildings. So I believe he was definitely in, I believe, in Fort Greene in Brooklyn. And it's either the building over there called Martin Luther King, and it's another one over there like Thompson's. So whatever the name of those buildings, that's what he caused all the hell. And he kept running in. I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. Man, they don't give a damn where you from. You about to get, man, he had 2 buildings ready to destroy him. Oh, they ran him back to Chicago so fast. No, they ran his ass back to Chicago quick. He was back quick. He didn't last the summer. He was supposed to have been down there in summer. He was, I'm going to get down there and start my operation. I'm going to start bringing weed. They got weed in New York. They don't want your dirt weed. He act like he was bringing weed from Cali. He act like he bringing California weed down to New York. Man, New York told you, like, dude, are you crazy? Bringing us some dirt weed. We don't need your dirt weed. Man, I'm from Chicago. It's that blueberry. Blueberry. And they ran his ass up out of there. Because he stay high all the damn time. That's why. No, I mean, he found out a problem that he never engaged in before. New York would cut your face with a razor. And see, out here, they don't do stuff like that. Now, they must really hate you if they're going to do you dirty like that. In New York, they really, that's some Yonkers type dealings. They must really want to get you. They coming at you with razor blades. Oh no, he had a triple fat goose. I don't know if y'all remember triple fat goose. Y'all might be too young for that, but he had the down coat, the triple fat goose, extra large. Triple X. Everything was big back then. It's a good thing he had that coat, boy. It was nothing but white feathers everywhere. They diced that damn coat up, trying to cut his ass up. He wasn't playing no games, sir. No games. But since y'all here, let's get to it. LeBron is back.
But then, like, for you, just mentally, the physically part as you ramp up for historic.
Yeah, it's just been kind of the same, revolving door, just repetition, rehabbing. Just trying to get back to where I feel like myself again. It's great to be out here today.
How are you feeling at this point after kind of going forward?
As expected. Obviously, my lungs feel like a newborn baby. That's the most important thing. I got to get my lungs back up to a grown man, and my voice is already gone. One day back, barking out calls and assignments and stuff, and getting my voice working again. So, be a lot of tea and rest tonight.
I feel good though.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be out here with the guys. Miss them.
What would be the deciding factor for you and your team on whether you play tomorrow night?
I mean, we got a long time. I mean, we've been taking literally 1 minute, 1 hour, one step at a time throughout this whole process. So, see how I feel this afternoon, see how I feel tonight. When I wake up in the morning, we probably shoot around. So, we just got to see how the body responds over the next 24 hours plus.
Even
ever caught people off guard to hear LeBron James being in the
That's funny. Nah, AR is funny. AR is funny.
What was that experience like for you, and how was
it was great. I mean, I appreciate the coaching staff and the players allowing me to, kind of, change the practice detail a little bit. They usually go at 11. I'm an early bird. I was like, can we go at 10? I wanted to go at like 8, but a little pull and tuck and pull. But it's very humbling. I mean, I could just go out there. That's the benefit of having a farm system, basically. The guys were gone on that long road trip. I got cleared to play some 5-on-5 for the first time since shit hurt my MCL versus Minnesota. And that was the blessing. It was here preparing for their games, and I got an opportunity to get a couple runs in with them, a couple practices in. So it was a blessing.
You've never started the season injured.
Yeah.
Before. What was that like mentally?
Oh, it sucks. It definitely sucks. Never in my life, since I started playing the game of basketball, have I ever not started a season in my life. So, it's been a mind test, but I'm built for it, and it's just been, putting in the work, both mentally and physically, and just trying to get myself ready to rejoin the team.
This group went 10-4 without you.
Yeah.
What did you kind of make of some of those moments? What did you see watching?
Seen a lot. I mean, obviously, the road trip went pretty good. It was a good way to end the road trip in Milwaukee. That back-to-back starting, in New Orleans. So those last 2 games was very key. But guys have just been like, everyone enjoys being around each other and love playing for one another. A lot of guys sacrifices. So just always, for me, just seeing ways I can just fit in organically, right off the top. I know ways I can help this team right away when I am put back in the lineup.
How was LeBron while you were out?
You ever had it? Anybody ever had it?
What did you know about it before you?
I've had it. I had it 2 years ago. If you had it, then you know what the hell it's about. If you ain't never had it, people making jokes about it, I pray you never get it. And it's not fun.
Did you have it during the season 2 years ago, or off?
No, off season.
LeBron, given your multi-skill resume and
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Given your multi-skill resume and the makeup of the team, how similar or different do you expect your role this season to be compared to last season?
Don't matter. I'm a ball player. The best thing about me and the way I built my game over my whole life and the coaches since I was in Little League, I've never had a position. Spo always just say positionless basketball, be positionless. It's not one team, one club in the world that I can't fit in and play for. I can do everything on the floor. So whatever this team needs me to do and more, I can do it when I'm back to myself.
You mentioned just how the chemistry has been,
Yeah.
and the vibes have been high. What's kind of been the dynamic between, you kind of getting back integrated with the guys, and has anything surprised you about
I got to work my way back into it. I mean, guys have been doing road trips, shoot-arounds, been on flights, so I got to work my way back into the fold of things. So it's kind of like a kid going to a new school again, just kind of, got to learn the guys and everything. So they got some great chemistry, and I'm just, feel my way back in and do it organically. So it shouldn't be hard, but definitely it's going to be a fill-out process.
Even maybe pre-Satica, entering year 23.
Yeah.
4 years old. I can tell you all the other ways that you're surviving. But did you have different plans for yourself in terms of the way you were going to handle your body this year?
Oh, yeah. During the season?
Yeah, like even in the build through the summer. Was it?
No, not for the season. No, it was only business as usual. Obviously, at this point, how many miles I got on my body as far as how long I've played, to not be on the court as much, kind of giving, everything to adjust. But I mean, I got a pretty bad MCL sprain against Minnesota, so I couldn't really do nothing for like 8 to 10 weeks anyways, as far as, on the court anyway. So that kind of set me back, and not too long after that, I started to feel, my hip and my back and things of that nature start going astray. So everything kind of changed. My whole dynamic kind of changed how I was going to prepare for the season.
So you decided to play golf.
When did that process getting to today to getting maybe on the cusp of this? When did it really start? You were doing individual stuff a little bit?
Yeah, like mid-June I started to feel it, I think like mid-June. Yeah, I think it was like mid-June.
How long did that take free? Are you paid free?
I won't take it that far. Like I said, if you ever had it, you go about it, you wake up one day and you hope that when you step down out of the bed, you don't feel it. You go to bed at night. I hope when you get into bed, you don't feel it. So I've been doing pretty good with it as of late. It's a lot of exercises and a lot of mobility things and a lot of things that you can do to help it. So I'm just keeping a positive mindset about it all.
Keep them needles out your ass, boy.
Playing in games, being in the NBA, suiting up with your teammates with the competition in mind.
These guys. Just seeing them going out there and working. I love the work. I love the process of working. I don't miss the travel. I'm about to be 41 years old. I was happy sitting at home, on my couch after working out and things of that nature. Yeah, but I don't miss the travel, but I definitely miss the competition and miss these guys.
Last two.
Huh? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough.
The time that you spent with the G League team is obviously not something that you've gone through in your career before. Does it give you a different perspective or view on just what these guys go through in the career they're trying to carve out for themselves?
I didn't need to go down there to practice with them to understand and appreciate what they go through. I'm trying to get to the big leagues. It's a dream of all of ours, and no matter where you start, you're always trying to figure out a way how you can make a name for yourself in this part in the NBA. And those guys sacrifice every day. They come in and they work. They go in their games. They play. They prepare just like we do. With the hopes and the dreams of being called up someday. So, as much respect to not only our farm club, but to all the clubs that's around the league.
Last question.
Kind of knowing how you go about your day, how much film you watch. How has these last few weeks been for you in terms of watching film? Being able to digest what you've been seeing across the league, and also what you've been able to see from Eddie. So when I know that you can find on the pocket pass.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, just breaking down our team and seeing how well we've been playing both offensively and defensively for the majority of the season. Just the ball movement, the dominance between Luka and AR kind of running the whole show. And then, DA just anchoring the back line, with his ability to set screens, one of the best screen setters we have in this league, but also making himself available either for pocket passes and a short jump shot that he has at 15 feet or getting lobs behind the basket. And then Jack's kind of backing him up. And then everybody else just kind of, Jake and Rui and Marcus and everybody, and Maxey big minutes, against Milwaukee. Some of the games that some of the guys were out, and you've seen Nick Smith and Bronny get production in that game in Portland, off a back-to-back, and everybody just when that guys' numbers been called, guys have been ready, and that's just straight professionalism. And but it's also like everybody enjoy competing for each other, and riding for each other. So I don't want to leave Gabe out. Vando, Rook got his first points the other night. That was awesome. Shout out Giannis for getting the ball. I don't know they was tripping about that, but yeah, that was just weird. That's just weird. There's a lot of weird shit going on these days. Shout out Rook getting his first points. And I know y'all miss me. Okay, bye.
All right, it's good to have the King back here. Now, JJ Redick was asked before LeBron took the podium there, or the
trying to steal and hog the spotlight. Talking about Bronny mixing it up. If we're mixing it up, first of all, you liar. If your back was all messed up, bum, why in the world are you playing golf? If you got an MCL injury and you need 8 weeks, why are you dancing? You playing golf, and golf is bad on your back and your goddamn knees. You lying bum. See, this is what you want to get away from. You want to get away from this nonsense, this narcissistic bum walking around out here, hogging all the goddamn attention, wanting the spotlight, all about him, smiling for the cameras, all in the videos, dancing. Need to retire. Talk to Suge. Get Suge on you. Like Suge Knight on the phone for you, LeBron. Bron, we appreciate everything you did for the letter. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Yeah, if you was going to make another championship, you would have did it by now. But your time's up. It's over. I don't want to see you all in the camera, dancing, laughing, and we ain't winning no championship. See, over here on the road, Lakers win championship. And we ain't seeing those championships, so we're going to have to let it go. Now, I already told you, ain't nothing you could do about it. So what I'm going to do is just let everything die down the way it's supposed to. Now, y'all can try it all you want. But when you see me, that's what it is. Now, when I get out of here, I could be your manager. I could sign you. See, you need somebody in there that can represent you, gonna have your back. You know, I've taught people down at the art department. And we're gonna take care of that. You know, I know this building. We got a meeting out there on the 22nd floor. We're gonna go out on the balcony and negotiate your contract. Man, I see you, Brian, man. You remind me of Tupac. Yeah, you remind me of Pac, man, because Pac would have been just like that. See, he want to win. He passion. I see your passion, but I need to be that manager. Man, this dude is done, man. He is done. Yeah, Brian is done, man. It's over. I have no idea what this fool's trying to do now. He's just in the way for no reason. So we're going to get back with y'all directly. Don't forget to go to that Patreon, man. We got it all on flame right now. You thought what I showed y'all before was something. Well, I had to calm down once I saw them messing with the page. We got the Patreon version to that Hollywood video we did last night. And that was about an hour. We knocked that out. We got the details and Akon divorce. The way Nico Harrison got played. We got Travis Kelce and his girl. I might just put that on YouTube. I might. I haven't made my mind up. I might not. You know what I'm saying? I might. I might not. I don't know. Travis Kelce and his ex. He still wants to be with me, babe. And he looking like, no, I don't. I just need somebody to put the end of a high heel up my butt. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still on here. This ain't Patreon. All right, let me get up out of here. Hey, thanks for signing up to be a member, True Light. True Light in the house. Oh yeah, we got a video we did today for the members on my day ones. Know what I mean? We out.